Talking about the Mosley Acoustic Serenade guitar from the mid-1960s. Now, Mosley started this business back in 1954. What he did was ended up making a triple neck guitar. I believe it was an electric guitar, a 6-string guitar, and a mandolin. And I've got the picture up here right now showing for you. A wonderful guitar. This Mosley made this in his young teens, 20s. And did a very fantastic job. I've never seen this guitar up close and personal, but he ended up selling this guitar, I think, to a television company or something like that, and ended up jump starting his business, Mosrite Guitars. And he'd take these orders and he'd build these guitars out of his garage or his shed, which is really quite fascinating. That's how a lot of these big companies usually start, with a dream, and you go forth and you do all the hard work and it blossoms into something wonderful. Now, to be honest, I've never heard of Mosrite Guitars. You're probably watching this video going, what an idiot. How do you not know about Mosley? Well, I've just never heard about him. I'm here in Southern Illinois, and I guess I've just been naive my whole life. So I've watched this video a couple years ago on the platform about this guy who was on an auction site, and he found this old Gibson electric guitar and ended up buying it, getting it in, and it was in pretty rough shape, but it still played. And he had it repaired, and I think some of the repairs he fixed himself, and now the guitar is worth over $10,000 or $15,000. And he bought it all for less than like $900 on this auction site. And that got me thinking, what other guitars am I not aware of that I've never heard of or seen before? And there's a plethora of them everywhere. There's a bunch of these guitars, from high end to low end. There's a huge mid-range. And one of these guitars that I remember ending up looking at was Mosley, his Mosrite guitars. And I noticed most of these were more electric guitars, and you check out Reverb and stores like that to get a going price of what maybe something would be worth, and I noticed they're all within at least $3,000 or $4,000 and upwards in excess of that kind of stuff. So when I was on this auction site, I saw this Mosrite acoustic guitar, and I didn't know much about it other than I couldn't find any of these anywhere online, and I couldn't find too much information about it. Just knew the Mosrite brand, and I knew a little bit about Mosley after doing some research, and I was intrigued. So I bid on it. I got it in, and my guy Jimmy from Jimmy Gravity in St. Louis, Gravity Strings, fixed everything up for me and did an amazing job, as he always does. And so I want to show you a little bit about the guitar and how it plays and how it sounds. I've seen a couple of these videos online, but they're just not up to par. And you're probably thinking, well, this isn't up to par, and I completely understand that. All I'm using is an iPhone 14 Pro, and I'm using a MLX V63, M as in Mary, condenser microphone. Nothing special, nothing fancy about me here. So we'll get the guitar out, let you look at it, and if you're looking for a guitar like this, if you're wondering how it's going to sound, or if you've found one and you want to buy it, hopefully this helps you out. Gives you a better idea and understanding of the guitar. Let's get to it. Anyways, this is the Mosrite between 1965 and 1970s Serenade acoustic guitar. Like I said, if you're looking for one of these or want to know what it sounds like, hopefully this will give you an idea and help you out with that. Wonderful guitar. I believe it is a spruce top with mahogany back and sides. And I believe it's X-braced. So let's hear what it sounds like. Take 3. Take 4.